a Bigfoot video. So today's gonna be day 2 of digging my post for my sign that I'm gonna put up. And so I'm gonna get right into it today. I got everything out, ready to go. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section, wherever it's at. And as soon as the video's over, go check out some of the other content. Appreciate everybody watching. Here we go. Enjoy the So I've done the math. I did a scale drawing, and I did all the math on a piece of cardboard in the shed. And so I know what my exact measurements are in order to get a 30-degree angle on each of the signposts off of this straight line point. And so I'm using those measurements to kind of fine-tune it to the terrain, because that was just an idea. So it's going to end up being a little bit more than a 30-degree angle for each post off of this straight line down the middle here. Based on like roots that I'm seeing down here, I'm trying not to dig and run into any big roots, and based on how I feel the sign will be facing the curved highway off the property. So, and then I know the measurement between those 2 points accounting for, hold on buddy, accounting for the post thickness. So that's why I know that the degree is going to be slightly more than 30 degrees on each side. So so that's what I was just doing. So I'm going to start digging. I'm going to probably go ahead and start digging both holes, so I've got both of them marked. I know exactly where they're going to be, and hopefully I won't hit any super huge roots as I go down. If so, I'll have to go get some different tools. So enjoy the rest of the I just got 2 holes, the last 2 holes dug, 4 feet deep roughly. I'm gonna drop this back post in here, get it measured out, get it done, and I'll do the second post, measure it out, plumb it all up, make sure it's all good, and then go from there. Here we go. All right, 1 post, or second post down, 1 more to go. I'm gonna drop it in, plumb it out, level it out, measure it out, and keep on going. Here we go. For the post, I'll probably go cut some blocks, and I'll probably go cut some blocks. I'll go get my laser, and I'm going to find my highest or my lowest level point on each of these 3 posts, and then I can measure down from that on where I want the bottom of my sign frame to be, and I can mark that line. That way all the signs will be level with each other from the bottom up, and then I'll have a little bit sticking up, I'm sure, on 1 or 2 of the posts. That'll either lop off with a chainsaw or just leave, depending on how far they're off. And then, yeah, once I have the blocks on there, those will just be there so that I can put my sign up without having to hold it in place and screw it. It'll just be in place, and I don't have to hold the weight or anything like that. And then I can screw it in with some deck screws, and then run in some 8-inch lag deck screws that will actually have some holding power to handle any kind of wind or anything like that. So that's probably what I'll do next. But I'm going to kind of get cleaned up a little bit out here just in case the rain hits and I can't get that done today. So but that's the end of day 2. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Put your questions in the comment section. Now go check out some of the other content. Appreciate y'all. Bigfoot out. Didn't film it because I got into a hurry. It was raining. But what I did was I got these blocks on for where the sun's going to sit on the sledge. You can see the one over here. And there's one on this post over here. And what I did was I measured down, measured the height from top to bottom of the outer perimeter of my sign. And it was like 54.5. So I added a 1/2 inch. Measure down 55 inches from the top of the shortest post here, and that represents what's going to be the bottom of my sign. Mounted my block, and then on that point, and then I ran a level like I did at the top, my laser level. It's just a 4-foot level. And found the height at the top of my shortest post and marked it on both the other posts. So I measured down 35 inches on the short post and put my box on the other post. Once I found that level line over there, and then I'll look out to add a half inch to my to the top of these other posts here. And that way, when I cut them, that way they'll be the exact same height as this board. Probably wouldn't be able to tell either way, but I just want it to be as close as possible, just because I'll know. So anyhow, enjoy the next clip, and then after I get done doing this, then really it's just a matter of doing a putting the sign up. So, and I'll film that as well. So enjoy the clip. I'd have to say that thing cut through like freaking butter. There was only one spot that it was I think it was cutting through a knot maybe. I think it was this first one here. Yep, sure enough. That was the only one that was like, I could tell it had some resistance, but that's normal. You know, that knot's gonna be pretty wet still. This wood had dried out pretty good. I bought it several months ago and hadn't been able to get back on this project. So, but all 4 of those posts are roughly the exact same height. If I were to stick a level on them, they should all be level with each other. And if I measured them, it should be 55 inches. Let's see, moment of truth. But that just means that the top of those aren't perfectly level, because I use my level to do all this, and so there's a degree of error because that bubble can't. It might look like it's in the middle, but it's not perfectly in the middle. So, but it's level enough. If I were to put my level on there, that's all that matters. And mainly those are there just so I don't have to hold the weight of the sign when I put it up there. So I guess I could go get my sign and go ahead and put it up today. Check the weather and see how I feel. I'm gonna call it for the day because I really need help getting those signs out of the second story of my shed. And I'm tired, so so I'm gonna just call it. I want to do the video justice, the overall finished product. So I'm gonna wait on my dad or my wife to get back home. My dad will be here this weekend, so he can help me with that, and that way I don't jack up my signs getting them out of the attic, out of the second story. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this part 2, day 2 of getting the sign put in. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe, and now go check out some of the other content. Appreciate everybody. Bigfoot out.